to Space Engineers DIC expansion. It is good to be back. It's been a while since I've been able to record any progress due to the other series I had going on. Today we're going to do some more work on the base, I think. But I just wanted to show you something before we started, which is why we're in creative mode at the moment. So I designed another tugger in creative mode, of course, with the idea of trying to increase the amount of thrust that we had, to see if that fixed the reliability issues. And long story short, it didn't fix anything. There was still times where it would just sit on a waypoint jittering about, even though it had more than enough thrust to carry around the weight. So I scrapped it and I looked to the workshop for a solution, and I found one that works brilliantly. It is called PAM. I can't remember what the acronym's for. It's something about automatic miner. But it's awesome. You can not only set it up to do automatic mining, but you can use it in this mode that I'm using it in as a pure shuttle service from one connector to another. And you don't have to set up any waypoints or anything. It just records your path. It's amazing. Really, really good. And yeah, it's a lot more reliable than the default autopilot. Not only that, it plays nice with the speed mod I had on. So because small ships are allowed to go up to 300 meters a second, this thing can do a full trip in like a minute because it's traveling at 300 meters a second. All right, so I'm gonna jump in here and we're gonna take it for a test run. The reason why I have it on in creative mode is just in case it was gonna crash or something, like, because I didn't know what was gonna happen, so I wanted to make sure I didn't destroy my base in the process. All right, so let's jump over to here, and we've got that. There's a screen up in the top left, which hopefully you've been able to spot by now. And I'm just using the 1, 2, and 3 keys. 1 goes up, and then 2 goes down, and 3 is enter, which is really, really clever. I like that. All right, so we are gonna. I think we just need to continue the job. Pretty sure I've already set it up. So we've set it up. It's waiting for the undock command. So what I've done is I've tied that into a timer block, which turns on the thrusters and does all that, and then at the very end it undocks it. It sends an undock command. So let's start it off and see how she goes. So she's heading over to the iron outpost right now at 300 meters a second. One of the things I didn't like about another thing I didn't like about the default autopilot is the fact that all the thrusters were constantly fighting each other. So this ship, because it's hydrogen based, was burning through so much hydrogen. It was crazy. This one is a lot more efficient, like crazy amounts more efficient. So I've deleted all the waypoints because they're unneeded. All you need is to dock to the connectors that you want it to, and then, you know, fly to the path. It just takes the same path. There we go, we're docked up. Let's check the inventory. And there it is there. We're getting silicon. So I have it set up on the same timer. So it doesn't send the undock command until 1:10 has passed. So we're filling up the storage. We've got some silicon, some nickel, some iron. Is it gonna fill up or are we gonna leave before? There it is, she's full. And the connector is full. That's it, it's ready to go. There it is, undocked. And I do have a camera set up on this so we can log in remotely and just see where it's up to. So it says, you know, flying to job area, and how far away it is, how much it's carrying, what its hydrogen and battery status is like. And we'll obviously be able to see where it is based on the view of the camera. But yeah, I really love it. What an awesome script. All right, now this section here scares me a little bit. Because it comes in right over the top of the base. And it gets pretty close to the wind turbines. It's not that bad, I guess. Nah, it's fine. Look at that, it even lines up the way I had it connected, which is something autopilot would never do. And that's it. When it gets connected to this one, it powers down. So the thrusters turn off. It automatically fills the hydrogen and the batteries depending on what it needs. So I don't need to actually do that, but I just turn the thrusters off and I turn the lights off as well. And that's it. And then this thing is ready to go again. So all I have to do is send the startup command again, and it'll do another run. How cool is that? That's awesome. So that's what we're going to be building today, is one of these, I think. I've got a blueprint of it. Obviously we can't use this one because I built it in creative. I didn't actually spend any resources on it. And this piece of shit is gonna get deconstructed. I think I did a pretty good job of making it look like the tugger, the original tugger, but just a updated version. It runs on pure hydrogen. The reason I went with hydrogen is purely for the fact that we'd be able to get a lot more thrust with very minimal space, because with these, like, for every thruster we add, we need to add more power, which is a lot more batteries, and then it adds more weight. Whereas this, because it's pure hydrogen, we basically just put as many thrusters as we want, as long as we can feed it the fuel it needs. Yeah, I think it turned out really good. The Tugger MK2. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Beautiful. And we will paint this pink. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's get out of creative mode. enable damage again. Okay. Go to work, Bob. All right, so there is quite a bit of stuff in the base that I need to show you as well. I was quite busy. And I painted those wrong. I actually prefer the grey over the vents. Yeah, so I finished off this tunnel that leads down into our base, which you obviously can't see because I'm busy looking at the fucking ceiling. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty cool. I tried this new design, but yeah, it's quite cool. And then I drill out quite a big area in here. I lay down some path because I just wanted to get like a plan together so I knew what I was doing and then I wouldn't have to drag you guys through it. So in this section here, we've got the refinery room. This is going to be like the command station. We'll have some glass and some consoles and stuff here overlooking the refineries that are going to be in here, and I'm going to mount them on pistons so they're moving up and down. I think that will look pretty cool. And then we've got a catwalk that goes in between them. We can obviously expand out that way if we need to add more. I just wanted to get started here. Then we've got probably the service tunnel or something like that, which is going to go underneath them where we'll get access to the pistons and that type of thing. All right, heading back up here and onto the main path. Now to the left here, we've got the assembly room. So I wanted to mount them on rotors and have them rotating. So there's two assemblers there with speed modules everywhere. And I really like the design. The only thing I don't like is the fact that this is sunken back in so far. I would probably prefer it if this this slope here starts just after the stairs. So I think when I build the one on this side, I think I'll try that and see which one I like better. And if I like it better than this, I will pull this one down and rebuild it 2 blocks over, basically. But yeah, that's the assembly room. I accidentally broke through here while I was drilling. That's because I didn't really have a plan of what I was doing. Okay, the cargo room has some bobs in it. But basically, I'm thinking like just lots and lots of large cargo containers stacked up on top of each other. I think that'll be the way to go for now. And then I have this path that it doesn't really go anywhere. And I don't think we're going to use it, to be honest. Around this side here, this is going to be the medical room. And then down here, this is how I was actually getting the Dodie in. And that leads outside. I was thinking about just having like a hangar entrance where we can park small ships in here. I guess we should probably start working on the base, getting the assembly room and the refinery room finished off, and then that way we can clear out all the stuff that's in there. Oh, Jesus. Thank you. That looks like a giant...
Dick!
Yeah?
Take a look out of starboard. Oh my God.
Never mind. There's There's a button.
DIC member 069. Your supplies have been received, they were on time. However, please ensure you correctly label the next one. Failure to do so will result in the termination of your DIC license. Continue with your assignment and await for further instructions.
Do not fail.
Be effective, stay hard.
Okay, that was creepy as fuck. Alright, so it seems like we got in trouble for that. Alright, we need to label our supplies correctly. Jesus Christ. Alright. Alright, so we're not in Mother DIC's good books at the moment. We made a mistake. We did get the supplies to her though. I mean, yeah. Well, basically, if you get a message from Mother DIC, it's always bad. No news is definitely good news. All right, we'll just have to keep that in mind. We'll just stay on top of our game. Do not want to get our DIC license terminated, or whatever that means. Jesus. Alright, what are we going to do? We're going to start on the assembly room, or... I think the assembly room will be quicker. No, probably not. I don't know. Let's get some steel plate to start off with. Okay, so... already fucked up. Okay, so we got 5 blocks in between. Yes, 5 in between. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's going to be the next one. You know what I should have done? I should, because I'm going to move this anyway. Why don't I disconnect this, create a blueprint, and then just blueprint it here? That'd be way better. There we go. Now, we won't be able to blueprint the assemblers, but that's all right. We can get around that. All right, we'll just rename it to assembler, and hopefully I remember to delete it later on. Okay, so we need a projector, which is in here somewhere. Nice guess. The build and repair system needs to be off for a second. Why don't we put them in a group? Because I feel like this is something we're going to be doing often. I want to turn this off so it doesn't build projections. Just until I get this in position, because otherwise, yeah. It's going to... Bob's pretty efficient. He's going to be like just building things immediately. Okay, and yeah, it kind of works. All right, projector. We want to increase pitch, decrease pitch. Okay, we definitely need to roll it. Yeah, that looks better. vertical offset. One more. There we go. That actually looks pretty good. Yep. Now there is nothing here. So we will need to pipe this in. We need a conveyor. How are we going to do this as well? Are we going to route everything up through the ceiling? Let's get spectator cam. Just do a little bit more cheating. So if we go up over the top, oh, that's kind of suck actually, because all the refineries are going to have to be underneath. We're going to have to like come up through a wall or something to reach the top. I think we might run it down the side here and then go across and then possibly underneath here like this. Yeah, I think that'll be the way to go. So that means we're going to need a corner piece here. Well, let's do a straight piece first. Okay, now is that right? Yes. All right, just like that. I think we're ready to go. This is a separate grid, so we can just hold down Control Shift and paint the entire thing. Oops, I damaged it. All right, let's get another projector. Rotate it around the other way. I didn't even need to set up the rotors because I blueprinted it. It's just done it by itself, which is fine by me. Just a straight connection between them to start off with. Oh yeah, nice. All right, next on the agenda is the refineries. We want to get all of those operational, and we can worry about how they look and everything later on. Like, I mean, how the room looks. But for now, I just want to sort of get them operational. I can see it now. This is going to be a base that I don't fully finish. We're going to move before I finish it. It's almost guaranteed. Cow boots. I just had a mini heart attack. I was looking at this connector going, where's the tugger? Did it go off by itself? I forgot we haven't built it yet. That was it was a temporary one. It was a prototype. Which I did want to do this episode as well. Hopefully we will get around to it. Okay, now. For these guys here, we're going to have to drill out quite a bit more space here. Essentially, what I want this to look like is an engine. So the refineries will act like cylinder heads in a car. So they will each be actuating, is that the right word? They'll be going up and down. So for this to work, we're going to have 4 separate pistons because I want them going up and down independently. And the refinery needs to come down to, yeah, about in line with this, and then extend up the four blocks. So that means we need 4 blocks down and then another 2 for the piston. I wonder if I can fit the Dodie in here. Definitely wouldn't be able to fit the Gooch down there, that's for sure. He's a big boy. Alright, let's go off recharge, thrusters on. I really don't like this layout on this one. Let's go lights on. Oops. All right, is it possible to fit in here? The Dodie is a legend. Oops. All right, thrusters off. Yeah, we can leave the lights on. That's fine. Okay, so that made this section a lot easier. So where are we gonna do the where are we gonna do the pistons? Okay, now we're going to do full yield modules, purely for the fact that if we're processing gold or silver or platinum, something that doesn't like we get a terrible yield, I'd rather make the most of what ore we have. Although, having said that, I don't mind going out and getting more ore. I think that's kind of, I don't know, it's part of the appeal. What if we go with 3 yield modules and 1 speed module? So we'll double the speed of all the refineries, and we'll also get, like, I think it's like 160% yield rather than 200%. I think that could be pretty cool. Not sure how far we need to take that. little bit further by the looks of it. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. You know, this actually looks really cool, even if they're not going up and down. You know what I mean? Like it just, I don't know, like it looks like a really cool machine of some type. All right, we're gonna need a bunch of timer blocks to achieve this. Yeah, I like it. That looks cool. All right, now I've just got to get them functional. Because currently they aren't hooked up to anything. They just look pretty. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna do about this. I might just have to keep spiraling this staircase down. We can get down to a reasonable level. Okay, we need a curve. And then another curve. All right. Now they're all connected. Are they being utilized? No, because we don't have any ore. All right. I think this is done for now. I mean, there's obviously a lot more we could do to pretty this up, but for now, at least everything is functional. Wait, why did I even build a refinery room? I mean, the whole idea of the tugger was to bring back ingots from each outpost. Oops. I don't know. We'll I'll think of a use for it. What if, okay. What if the things like iron, silicon, cobalt, all that sort of shit, like it's processed here, because we're going to be mining that. Yeah, we're going to be mining that here, but things like gold and silver, things that we get from other celestial bodies, maybe we have an outpost for those, and an automatic mining machine thing that just digs a massive hole in the ground and processes everything, and then we get the tuggers to transfer that stuff. Anyway, I am gonna have a quick break here, and then when we come back, I think we're gonna build one of the tuggers, which shouldn't take too long. Actually, do I even need to show that? I mean, all I'm gonna do is set up a projector, because I've already designed it, so there's not really anything to show you guys. Yeah, fuck it. I think I'm just going to build it off camera. Or I might do maybe a time lapse or something showing Bob doing all the work. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're looking forward to some more DIC expansion action. As always, guys, don't forget to lead your targets, and I will see you next time.